Hey, blessed, beautiful day, Grateful Gab family. Welcome into the Sports Huddle. Y'all know what time it is. About to get directly into the daily verse and then get into the Grateful Gab Sports Huddle rundown. Daily verse for the date of September 21st, 2024, derives from the book of Psalm, chapter 1, verses 1 and 2, and they state as follows. Happy is the man who does not walk according to the advice of the wicked, and does not stand on the path of sinners, and does not sit in the seat of scoffers, but his delight is in the law of Jehovah, and he reads his law in an undertone day and night. Amen. And again, it's from the book of Psalm, chapter 1, verses 1 and 2. And this morning, ladies and gentlemen, for the Sports Huddle Rundown, I'll be giving a recap of Spartan football, WNBA playoff picture, NFL Week 3 preview, Thursday night football recap, NCAA Top 25 Week 4 preview and recap, and Major League Baseball. So first I want to give a shout out to all my Spartans who support my podcast. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Personally, y'all gain a lot from this. Y'all gain more insight of who Coach Kane is. But, I love y'all guys. I'm proud of y'all. And this is my honest opinion, y'all. This is my honest opinion. I'm talking to my Spartan football players. We're a complete game away from having a successful season. And what I mean by that is, first quarter we played well last night. Defense held up. I feel like our defense always, have good moments in the game. But, sometimes they get on the field too much. Our offense don't move the ball enough. Or like last night in the second quarter, we just had so many missed opportunities of keeping the ball. We gave up three muff kickoffs. Honestly, if you ask me, if I believe, I had to go back and look on the tape. But all the little small things we have to clean up, man. We're gonna be a much better team. You know what I mean? Like tremendously better team. And again, our first complete game, y'all gonna be shocked at what the score is because we're gonna dominate people. Our first complete game is gonna be, very rewarding to see for the players, very, very rewarding to see from the coach's standpoint. But our first complete game is going to set the tone for us, and we're going to start winning more games. And we have 6 more games in the season, and I feel confident about winning a lot of these games. So we still have an opportunity to have a winning record, but these guys, y'all got to just come prepared to go work next week. We're going to do everything on the outside as coaches to try to put y'all in better positions. But it's about, just coming back to work every week, connecting, building on your own craft, motivating yourself, having confidence in yourself, believing in yourself, and we're going to put it all together. But I love y'all guys, and I'm proud of y'all, and I'm honored to be a Spartan coach, and we're gonna make it happen. So go Spartans, and again, be on the lookout because we not done. So love y'all. So the current WNBA pictures is as follows. Let me go back to Thursday real quick to give the final WNBA season recap for regular season. So Thursday, September 19th, again, was the final season. Was the finale of the WNBA season. We had Tina Charles break records in our final Atlanta Dream game of the regular season. The Atlanta Dream hosted the New York Liberty on Thursday, September 9th. We had the Atlanta Dream defeat the New York Liberty 78-67. During that game, Tina Charles, she broke 2 NBA records in one night. She became the first player. Hold on, let me pull up her record. She has the most double-doubles. She has the most double-doubles and rebounds in WNBA history. Let me pull it up, make sure I'm correct on the correct titles that she just broke the other day. Excuse me. Yes, so again, she broke the all-time rebounding record, and she broke the all-time double-double record. So again, just another phenomenal feat. She's the only player with 7,000 points and 4,000 rebounds in her career, and she's only second to Diana Taurasi in scoring. So pretty remarkable career. Hopefully, we can find some momentum from this last game, from this high that they're on, and hopefully give a good fight to the New York Liberty as we, start our playoff run. But we shall see. And again, good luck and congratulations to all the teams that made the WNBA playoffs this season. I'm excited. It's going to be an exciting playoffs. Also, make sure y'all tune in. I'm definitely having my eyes on the Minnesota Lynx. Again, I just think they've been under the radar but playing at a high level for a long time this season, and I think they're about to put it all together. Then from Thursday games, continuing with the recap from the regular season, we had the Kinetic Sun defeat the Chicago Sky 87-54. We had the DC Mystic defeat the Indiana Fever 92-91. We had the LA Sparks defeat the Minnesota Lynx 68-51. We had the Las Vegas Aces defeat the Dallas Wings 98-84. And we had the Seattle Storm defeat the Phoenix Mercury 89-70. So for Sunday game, September 22nd, we'll kick off round one, game one of round one for the WNBA. Round one is a series best of three. So it's a best of three series for the first round in the WNBA. On Sunday at 1 p.m. on ESPN, we will have the New York Liberty hosting the Atlanta Dream again at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Following that game on Sunday at 3 p.m. on ABC, we will have the Kinetic Sun hosting the Indiana Fever. That's going to be a pretty good series. Then we have the Minnesota Lynx hosting we have the Minnesota Lynx hosting the Phoenix Mercury at 5 p.m. on ESPN. And then at 10 p.m. for ESPN Sunday night basketball in the WNBA, we have the Las Vegas Aces hosting the Seattle Storm, and that should be a good series also. I see the Minnesota Lynx probably sweeping the Mercury. I probably see the Liberty sweeping the Dream, unfortunately, but I want the Dream to play hard. I think the Kinetic Sun and Indiana Fever are going to Game 3, and I think the Seattle Storm and Las Vegas Aces might go to Game 3 also. But again, tune in next week. We will have the full complete. We will have games 3 if necessary next Thursday for the Sports Huddle, but tune in, and the series might be over throughout the week. And I will have updated information as we get closer to Thursday and as the second round of the WNBA playoff looms. All right, so appreciate y'all. Moving on to NFL Week 3 preview. We're going to get into Thursday Night Football first. So Thursday Night Football, I didn't watch it. I had games myself, but I predicted the Jets to win, which they did. I believe I pitched up for like 27 points, but they ended up having 24 points. The Jets defeated the Patriots 24-3. Aaron Rodgers looked vintage. His ball placement was well. Just his command of the offense looked pretty good. Had pretty good stats. Went 27 for 35 for 281, 2 touchdowns. That wasn't bad. So a lot of different receivers got involved with that. So the Jets they're looking up. Honestly, they're looking up. Always had a pretty good defense. Again, Aaron Rodgers at the head. A solidified veteran quarterback who has a high IQ. And I will say this, me and Matt was speaking about, him getting the GOAT title. I don't think he's the GOAT, but I do think he's a very good quarterback who's played in this league for a long time at a high level. And he just hasn't, he just hasn't won enough championships for me to put him in a level of greatness where a lot of these other quarterbacks sit, with 3-4 rings and, 7 like Tom Brady, but, just domination. He hasn't had that success. So he hasn't had that level of success in the NFL. So that's why I don't put him on that GOAT category. But he is an outstanding quarterback. I do give him that. He's phenomenal. He has a great ball. He throws the ball well. He has IQ. His placement. Where he's been playing the game for a long time. So he definitely brings a lot to the game. But this is like literally I would say the last opportunity to probably even get to another championship. So we shall see. It's still a long season. I'm excited still. And good luck to the Jets and all the other teams on the rest of the NFL season. So for Sunday's games, for this 22nd of September, we got my Philadelphia Eagles traveling down to New Orleans. I'm looking for the Eagles to play much better football. I'm going into a situation where they know that they're facing a team that's been rolling. The Saints have scored on 15 of their possessions on offense in the first 2 games. Just phenomenal rhythm right now with Derek Carr and that Saints offense. Those guys are rolling. Defense is okay. I think we have an opportunity to really go win. I think we still have a great team. I think the coaches of this week, reevaluated themselves, the players, everybody it was a gut check. It was a gut check game loser last week against the Falcons. I just think these guys have really, revamped, re-locked in, and just, figured out, hey, we're good, but we're not being good enough. And that's going to, hopefully show this week that they're looking to be good enough and better each and every week. And if we continue to do that, I think the Eagles still have a great opportunity to, one, win our conference, win our division, and win the NFC, and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. So we shall see. It's a long season still, a lot of great teams, and I'm looking forward to this matchup against the Saints this weekend. Go Birds. And that game is on Fox at 1 p.m., so make sure you check your local listing. Then at 1 p.m. on CBS, we have the Steelers hosting the Chargers. That's going to be a pretty good game. Looking forward to that. Hopefully Justin Fields still get the start. Justin Herbert was having some injuries or some ankle issues earlier this week, so I don't know if he's going to be starting. But whoever it is, just make sure you get the ball to Lad McConkey. Then the Vikings will be hosting the Texans at 1 p.m. on CBS. Another 2-0 team going up against one another. That should be a pretty good game. Also, I think the Texans. I don't know. The Vikings been rolling too, man. I don't know. That's going to be a pretty good game. I think it's going to be close, probably 17-14. I think both of those defenses have been playing pretty good. It might be a high-scoring offensive game, too. You never know. Maybe a 30-33 game. Who knows? But it's going to be a good game for sure. And then we have the Broncos going into Tampa Bay to face up against the Buccaneers. That's at 1 p.m. on Fox. We have the Titans hosting the Packers. Will Levis and those Titan guys got to really get it together. Not playing good fundamental football right now. And I know the Titans head coach is not pleased with that. So I'm looking to see them come out hot against the Packers on Fox at home against the Packers. So the Titans really have to, buckle up and play better football. Then we have the Browns hosting the Giants. This is going to be a gaggle. But I think the Browns are going to take this one. The Browns, hopefully Nick Chubb comes back soon. I don't know what his return time is looking to be. But I know when he gets back in that lineup, they're going to be a much better team. Deshaun Watson should play much better. But I think they'll win against the Giants this weekend. That game is also at 1 p.m. on Fox. Make sure you check your local listing. Then we have the Colts versus the Bears. I'm taking the Colts in this game. It's time for them for Shane Steichen to get a win this year, and I think it comes against a Bears team. Bears team that's young and good also, but I think the Colts is a pretty good young team also, and I think Anthony Richardson is going to have a good day on the ground, being able to use his legs, because the Bears do have good DBs and the Colts have good wide receivers also. But I think Anthony Richardson wins with his legs on Sunday against the Bears. And then for our 4 o'clock games going into 4 or 5 p.m. on Sunday on CBS, we have the Raiders hosting the Panthers. I take the Raiders to win this game. Then on Sunday, also at 4 or 5 p.m. on CBS, we have the Seahawks hosting the Dolphins. I got the Seahawks winning that game. That should be a pretty good one. Even though the Dolphins should be coming out motivated, want to play high-level football for their quarterback and for themselves, just because of how their season has, been kickstarted with adversity. What are you going to do? Are you going to give up? Or are you going to continue to push forward and, be better? And then this is a pretty good game, too, a big game for both of these teams, obviously. The Ravens are at 0-2. They don't want to go 0-3. Cowboys at 1-1. They don't want to go 1-2. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a pretty good game. I think I'm going to have my eyes set on that game for the 4 o'clock slate. That should be a pretty good game to see Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott matchup. That should be pretty good. I'm going to take the Ravens probably by 5 points. I want to say probably 24 or 23-18. 23-18. Yeah, 23-18. And then we have the Cardinals hosting the Lions at 4:25 p.m. That should be a pretty good game. Also, we have the Rams hosting the 49ers. Another big matchup, divisional matchup. The Rams are at 0-2. I don't think they're looking to go 0-3. The 49ers are 1-1. I don't think they're looking to go 1-2. But the 49ers do have a lot of injuries. They might be without George Kittle. They might be without Deebo Samuels and somebody else. I know Christian McCaffrey is on the IR, but they might be without three of their key skill guys. Going against a highly talented Rams secondary and defense. So I'm looking forward to the Rams, getting their rhythm also. But this should be a pretty good game. Again, a divisional opponent. They always, battle pretty hard. But again, it's early in the season, a lot of injuries. A lot of the records not where they want to be at. So hopefully we see more intensity, more attention to detail, more purpose from all these teams, especially the Eagles. So good luck to all y'all. And then for Sunday Night Football, the Falcons are back in prime time, looking to shock the world once again, looking to show them that they are about business, that the Dirty Bird era is looking to make a revamp. Hopefully they can, continue to build off what they did on Monday against us, but we shall see. But the Falcons host the Chiefs Sunday night at 8:20 p.m. on NBC or Peacock. That should be a pretty good game. I'm going to take the Falcons. Just because of they have a great offense. They have a great team, period. Offense and defense really complements one another. But I'm taking these guys to, I think it's the big Travis Kelce week. If Travis Kelce gets involved early in this game, I think the Falcons lose. But if they find a way to keep a lid on Travis Kelce, and stop Xavier Worthy from going over the top, I think the Chiefs have. I mean, I think the Falcons have an opportunity. I'm going to say the score is going to be. I'm going to say the score is going to be 19-15 Falcons. 19-15 Falcons. 19-15 Falcons. And then Monday Night Football, we have a pretty good banger. We have a doubleheader on Monday night. We have the Bills hosting the Jaguars for the first half of Monday Night Football. That's going to be on ESPN at 7:30 p.m. The Bills are rolling right now. I think they're looking to continue to roll. I think they're going to roll over the Jaguars. I think the Bills are going to dominate them. I think the Bills probably score about 31 points. The Jaguars might have 14, 15 points. And I think the Bengals are at an 0-2 start also, and they will be hosting the Commanders at 8:15 p.m. on Monday night on ABC. I think they're going to be looking to, really come out fast against a young Commanders team. I think their defense is going to be looking to be flying around against Jaden Daniels and their offense. And I think the Bengals get their first win of the season, and I think they win by a large margin. I would say about 28-10. I think that's about what the score would be for the Bengals Commanders game, and that's our full slate for week 3 of the NFL. So week 3 of the NFL again is here. I'm looking forward to that. Again, go Birds. Hopefully the Eagles can get back on track and go into New Orleans and play good level football, high level football, execute details, all that good stuff, and come out with the win. And other than that, make sure y'all tune into the Thursday Sports Huddle to get a look at week 4 Thursday night football matchup and a recap from NFL week 3. Moving on to NCAA football week 4 in the top 25. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs don't play this week. We're getting ramped up to go into Tuscaloosa next week. But the top 25 slate for this week is as follows. We had a Friday night game that was crazy. We had an overtime thriller in Nebraska. We had number 24 Illinois upset number 22 Nebraska 31-24 in overtime. And shouts out to Nebraska, man, because not Nebraska, shouts out to Illinois, excuse me. Going into that, let me pull the stats up. Going into the fourth quarter, they were down. Let me find the scoring drives here. Let me see what we got. Yeah, so going into that fourth quarter, the Illinois, I don't know what they mascot is, but Illinois, they were down 17-24. They scored at a 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter, and they was locked in. Although they forced overtime going into the fourth quarter, so they held Nebraska defense out of field goal range and out of scoring position to be able to force the overtime and win the overtime. So that was a tremendously hard fought game from Illinois to be able to come down, not give up, and continue to keep fighting. And also, I mentioned this last night to my Spartans. I wanted to get it on record also. I told those guys last night that was the first game I seen all season where they literally didn't quit from 0-0. Even when the mistakes came, those guys they kept pushing, they kept fighting. And then granted, the defense was put into some hard positions. We gave them the ball on the 1 yard line twice, and then also just again, we started a few defensive drives inside our 25-yard line, and we held up a few times, but again, you give our offense multiple opportunities to get the ball in there on their side of the field, they're going to score. But my Spartans didn't quit, they didn't give up, and we're going to build off that, and we're going to continue to go forth and again put complete games together, and we're going to start to win. So love y'all guys, go Spartans. So today's slate for the NCAA football top 25. Starts today on Fox at 12 p.m. We have number 3 Ohio State hosting Marshall. We have number 21 Clemson hosting NC State. Wolfpack today at 12 p.m. on ABC. Hopefully they can get a good game against Clemson. I think NC State still has a good team, even though they got dominated by whoever let's see who that team was earlier this year when they was ranked. Let's see who they lost to. It was their only loss of the season. Tennessee, number 14 Tennessee came in and rolled on them. But other than that, granted it's an SEC team, you know what I mean? So we got the best football players, honestly, in the world, if you ask me, coming out of college and just being developed in college football. So, hopefully NC State can hold up against 21 Clemson today and get an upset. Then we got number 20 Iowa State hosting Arkansas State. We got number 10 Penn State hosting Kent State. We got a top 20 ranked matchup between number 18 Michigan and number 11 USC. I think number 11 USC is going to go into Ann Arbor and dominate Michigan, but we shall see. Then we got number 16 LSU hosting UCLA. That should be a pretty good matchup. Number 17 Notre Dame hosting Miami, Ohio. We got number 19 Louisville hosting Georgia Tech. Hopefully Georgia Tech can get back on track and get some more winning done in the ACC. Then we got number 23 Northern Illinois hosting Buffalo. We got another top 25 ranked matchup. We got number 14 Oklahoma State hosting number 12 Utah today at 4 p.m. on Fox. That should be a pretty good game. We got number 7 Missouri hosting Vanderbilt. We got number 8 Miami going up against South Florida. We got a top 25 ranked matchup. We got Oklahoma's first real big test in the SEC. We got number 15 Oklahoma hosting number 6 Tennessee at 7:30 p.m. tonight on ABC. I'm going to be tuned into that game, get some film on Oklahoma, get to really see what Tennessee's got after they play a real opponent, even though they've played real opponents, but they've not haven't played anybody really worthy of mentioning. Like I said, they played NC State, but they dump truck them. So Oklahoma's first test, first introduction to the SEC. It should be a pretty good game. Again, a tough opponent. Number 6 Tennessee coming in, they rolling. They're looking to continue to keep that high power offense on track, and we shall see. So I'm excited. So again, that game is at 7:30 p.m. on ABC. Some SEC action. Number 15 Oklahoma versus number 6 Tennessee. 7:30 p.m. tonight on ESPN Plus. We have number 25 Texas A&M hosting Bowling Green. At 7:45 p.m. on the SEC Network, we have number 5 Ole Miss hosting Georgia Southern. That's going to be a roll. And then we have number 1 Texas hosting UL Monroe. And then we have number 13 Kansas State going up against BYU tonight at 10:30 p.m. on ESPN. Make sure y'all tune in to the Thursday Sports Huddle to get updated information from college football week 4. To wrap it up, Major League Baseball, it seems like the Braves won't make the playoffs this year. We lost to the Marlins yesterday, so that really didn't help us. And then the Mets lost also, so it kind of did help us. But we have to really get on track to close out this season very well. We got Ozzie Albies back, so that's pretty good. We got Ozzie back on the field, so that that's going to help us out. Be a better batting team, be a better fielding team. So Ozzie Albies is back in the lineup, and that should be a significant boost for us going into this last back end of the regular season. And then yeah, man. So Major League Baseball regular season ends. Hold on, regular season ends. Let's see here. The last day of the regular season is September 29th. So we have 8 more days, probably about 7 more playing days until the regular season ends. So again, September 29th will be the last official day for Major League Baseball, and then postseason starts October 1st. So be on the lookout for that. So before I get into the Major League Baseball recap, I want to get shout out to Shohei Ohtani. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. But the gentleman has been setting record. He has 52 home runs and 52 stolen bases. That's the Major League Baseball record on the first time that's been done. So he's been playing tremendously for the Dodgers since they obtained him this offseason. And it's definitely seeming like that contract was definitely worth it. So shout out to him. I just wanted to get that on the record. And then Major League Baseball recap for this week from Thursday game, September 19th. We had the Braves dominate the Rays 15-3. The Orioles over the Giants 5-3. The Guardians defeated the Twins 3-2. The Blue Jays over the Rangers 4-0. The Mariners over the Yankees 3-2. The Dodgers dominated the Marlins 20-4. Yeah, you heard that right. 20 runs to 4 runs. The Rays defeated the Red Sox 2-0. The Diamondbacks over the Brewers 5-1. The Mets defeated the Phillies 10-6. The Pirates over the Cardinals 3-2. The Cubs defeated the Nationals 7-6. And the Astros defeated the Angels 3-1. For Friday game, September 20th, we had the Marlins defeat the Braves, 4-3. The Cubs over the Nationals 3-1. The Pirates fell to the Reds 8-3. The Rays over the Blue Jays 1-0. The Orioles over the Tigers 7-1. The Twins defeated the Red Sox 4-2. The Phillies defeated the Mets 12-2. The Mariners over the Rangers 8-2. The Astros defeated the Angels 9-7. The Diamondbacks over the Brewers 7-4. The Giants over the Royals 2-1. The Guardians defeated the Cardinals 5-1. The Padres over the White Sox 3-2. The Yankees over the Athletics 4-2. And the Dodgers defeated the Rockies 6-4. For today's games kicking off at 4:10, for today's games kicking off at 1 o'clock, we have the Reds hosting the Pirates, the Cubs hosting the Nationals, the Tigers versus the Orioles, the Red Sox hosting the Twins, the Marlins going up against the Braves, the Mets versus the Phillies, the Blue Jays hosting the Tampa Bay Rays, the Giants going up against the Royals, the Rangers versus the Mariners, the Astros versus the Angels, the Diamondbacks going up against the Brewers, the Guardians going up against the Cardinals, the Padres hosting the White Sox, the Athletics hosting the Yankees, and the Rockies going up against the Dodgers. Also, before I get out of here, we got more NBA news. The Philadelphia 76ers are staying in Philadelphia. Their city has agreed to has come upon agreement to keep the stadium, the new stadium that they're looking to build in the city limits. So Philadelphia 76ers will be staying in Philly. Just wanted to put that out there. I'm grateful God family. That's all I have for y'all this week on a Sports Huddle again. Be on the lookout for more great Spartan news as we continue to get better and make adjustments and really, start to put it together. It's still a long season ahead of us. Still have an opportunity with everything in front of us, and I'm proud of these guys, and I'm looking forward to continue to grow with them, continue to grow better in my role as a coach and as a support for this team. And I love y'all. Y'all stay focused, stay up, and until next time. Peace.